Hi friends, how's it going? Ooh, just hit the dresser. We're gonna do a glowy French girl makeup. Have you been seeing the French makeup trend all over TikTok, Instagram? So I wanted to show you, it's a light makeup where you're just like hydrated, really glowy looking. It's just beautiful. So OFIR does have a sale going on right now. I'm going to post it in the description of the video. So it's a free product from the face collection with any purchase of $40 or more. So the code is NY for the new year 24. So we just got back in town. Happy New Year. So we did our very first ever like ski trip, and we headed to the airport at 8:30 in the morning yesterday, and we got home at 1 o'clock last night. It was a long travel day with kids. So I have been sick for over a week now, and you kind of I didn't test positive for anything, so I just had like a really nasty cold. So, kind of one of those things, like you book a trip, you don't really get to, things come up. And so I did skiing and everything, just being like lots and lots of coughing and like up most nights coughing. And I'm hoping that I will be getting better soon, but I don't have much of a voice. So powered through. I did get in a new shipment of OFIR. If you can see my primer, y'all, almost gone. So I was so excited to see that this came in. So they're going to do a giveaway today. So share this video, comment, share below once you've shared, and the winner will get to pick any in-stock product that they have. So I'm going to get started with this. It does take like a minute to, like, you just kind of pump your air out of it. And Dewy primer is going to be our base for this. So we had the best time. We left the baby here with grandma, and we had seriously, like, just took the big kids. It was my oldest's 15th birthday, and while we were out there, ooh, if I start rubbing my face too much, I might get snotty. But we had like just such a good time with the big kids, and like one of those, skiing was incredibly hard for me. The first day was a disaster. It was so much harder than I thought it was going to be. And I was like crying after day one because everyone loved it so much. And I just felt like I'm going to be the reason we can't do family ski trips, or they're going to all ski and I'm going to just sit at the lodge kind of thing. It was just so hard. And so I decided to get a private lesson the next day. And seriously, that guy was so helpful. We worked for hours down at the bottom of the mountain, and we ended up getting up there, and I freaked out. Like freaked out. Has anyone ever gone skiing? It was so high, even though it's like technically, I guess, the smallest mountain that you go on, but it's so high, so steep. And he was like, I wouldn't have brought you up here if I didn't think you could make it. And there was something about that, like I trusted him, because, and if someone in my family had said it, I'd be like, no, you don't understand, I can't do this. But I guess because he took people down the mountain often, I was like, okay, I trust you. And I feel like, how often is that the Lord is like that in our lives? Like, we're so scared to do something new, or so scared to do something, and we're like, I don't think I could do this. And God's like, I wouldn't have brought you here if I didn't think you could do this. And I don't know, I trusted him, and I was like, okay, let's do it. Slow, steady, and down the mountain we went, and I ended up going down the mountain tons of times after. And it was like probably one of the proudest moments of my adult life, like up there with like having children, not kidding, like overcoming such a big fear and such a just overcoming something that was really challenging. So anyways, now that our primer has dried, I like to give it about 1 1 to 2 minutes. It is a dewy primer. It's going to be a great base for like this natural makeup look. And then I'm going to go in, this is Cardamon. My sticker came off, but I know what color it is. I always look and read it. Like I guess I do have a lot of colors, so just to make sure it's the right one. All right, so I use about 1.5 pumps of this, and I'm just gonna put this all over. Oh, thank you so much. Thanks. Text Adam, he was giving the baby a bath before I went live. I was like, can you bring me a water? I didn't think of it until after I got up here and it was already time for me to go. So I was originally going to do a New Year's Eve OFIR live last week, and I was sick. And so I was coughing so much and I didn't have much of a voice. And so it's been a week and I am still feeling the crud. Okay, here we go. So just rubbing this all in. This is a Skin Satin foundation. Their makeup has skincare in it. So it's actually anti-aging, preventative. It's great for mature skin, but it doesn't settle in your fine lines, and it just gives you a very hydrated look. So if you like more of a matte look, start with a matte primer. They have a matte primer as well. But for this look, we're going to do this like really hydrated look. I had a lot of people ask me, even though I do feel like it's great if you can see, you know, because when you're like sickly, how you look, and you're like, okay, how does it cover up for that, you know? And so I had people ask me what makeup I use to go skiing. They're like, you look so glowy, and it was this makeup and this kind of like combo. So I do go under my eyes with a setting powder because I like how it covers up my fine lines and my creases. So I do still go under there with a setting powder. Oh, I hope I don't sneeze. I'm gonna try really hard not to be like so funky, but all right. I really need is a sponge. Here we go. Somebody called. Okay, here we go. So we're gonna use setting powder right under my eyes. And a little more under this eye. So if you've never used a setting powder, I'm using the shade Medium today, and I just like to go over my T-zone. I'll not hit here because I love the way that this like hits the light. I like how it's really dewy, but wherever I'm kind of like, I don't want it to look sweaty. So I just do a little bit right here in my T-zone, which is like forehead and right on your nose. Okay, perfect. Now we're gonna go in with light bronzer and a lot of blush. You can adjust this however you want, but I'm going to be using the darkest bronzer and the luminizer that's on the other side. So we're going to go here, and I'm just going to kind of, instead of more contouring, I'm just using like the wider part of my brush and just giving like a more natural look, but I still want to look a little chiseled. Oh, OFIR wants to know, who has already broken their New Year's resolutions? Okay, if you haven't shared this video yet, share the video, comment, share below. They're going to pick a winner. You get to pick whatever product is in stock. If you have a friend that you're like, oh, I think one of my friends would love to know how to do makeup like this. Have you seen this trend going on? I do go under my lips. And right under here, just like I normally would. I'm going to take this, and I am still doing a nose contour. I have kind of a wider bridge nose, so you can, makeup, the great thing about it is you get to decide what you want to do and what you don't want to do. I've seen some people that just do, for French makeup looks, they don't contour their nose, and they just put a little like blush right here. Personally, I like the way my nose looks better when it's like a little slimmer. So that's why I contour it. So I'm gonna keep doing me. A little right here. And try not to get my nose running. You know when you have like all that going on and you start brushing around your sinuses, everything starts working. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. All right. What have you guys done on Christmas break? Our break has not felt like a break. It has not felt like rest. Lexi had a field trip today. She had to be at school at 6:45. So we got home after 1. After we got everything in and everybody settled, we probably went to bed at 2. And then Adam got up at 5:30 to take her to school. And our breaks, I guess it's part of having 4 kids. I don't know. But our break has not felt like a break. It's been very fun, but it has not been like a restful Christmas break. All right. Now, are you ready? This is what, if you don't have this color, you literally are missing out on so much joy in your life. This is the shade Apricot, and I just got a brand new one in. Not because I'm out. They last forever. Their products are so long lasting, but because my daughter keeps stealing it. And so I was like, I'll order myself a new one. You just keep it. And she's like, it is the best color. And it really is so beautiful. I love their blushes. They are just beautiful on. So we're going to do blush, and then I'm going to put a little luminizer on after that. So just going to take like a little fluffy brush. This is the shade Apricot. Do you see this? Okay. Are you ready for it? It is just like warm. And I just put it right over. It's got like a little bit of a glow. Also, a reason that I'm like, you can keep it is because it's very like soft for her. She's 11. She's totally into wanting to wear makeup. And so I'm like, okay, this is such a good color. I put too much blush on my nose, but don't worry. It's not a big deal. Take your little thing, your little sponge, and you just say, yeah, if you say the word me, I can send you links for everything. So this color is so pretty. Now we're going to add a little bit of this color also to our eyes. Really simple. This is a simple, light, natural makeup look. So kind of going from a hot mess, sick mama to a feeling good. To have a cold or the flu, you're hoping those allergies for you and it turned out to be COVID. Oh no. So I tested negative for everything. So I just have like a upper respiratory like infection. And so, I mean, unless I've gotten something else, I guess, along the way, but it's just been like a long, drawn out, it's been a long week. Okay, so this is the shade Apricot. Now, you can either leave it like that, or you could go in with your bronzer, and you can add just a little bit of that brown right to the corner. It just kind of softens it. Simple, easy makeup look. If you wanted this look to be a little glowier, then you don't have to use the setting powder on your nose. It's just up to you. I don't know. I'm going to be blowing my nose a lot today, and so I feel like I definitely need the setting powder. All right, and then now I'm going to take this in a little tiny brush, and we are just going to go under here. This isn't the brush I need. I need just like a little just a little stiff brush. So sorry. So sorry. I took off for the week. Mama's got to get back to work. All right. Here we go. So I just go underneath, and I'm going to kind of use my brush to make like a slight little tail, almost like a little faux wing. Same thing here. I'm just using that bronzer. So I use the darkest shade of their bronzer. It's the shade Teak. And I'm just doing like a little motion back and forth right under my eye here. And then take a little bit more of it and then just go right along. You could also take an eyeliner if you wanted it to be a little like thicker, but I like just like a soft. Okay, now we're gonna use some mascara. Oh. Gotta make sure everything's nice and blended. Just make sure your little edges are blended. Another product that my daughter takes all the time is their mascara. It has castor oil in it. It naturally lengthens your lashes and strengthens them. The only thing I will say is it is a strong hold mascara, similar to a waterproof. And you do need to use like a pre-cleanser or some sort of coconut oil or something that's going to help break it down. So we're going to do our brows just a little bit. This is the shade Chocolate. It's a brow shaper from OFIR. And I'm just going to kind of go over them really gently. Just enough to get them like going the right way. Veda is so cute. I missed her so much. So she stayed home with Grandma. And when I got her this morning out of bed, she was like, lay mama bed, tummy, and she likes to lift her tummy up and like lay belly to belly with me, and she's like, oh, miss you, and she's just talking so much. It's just like the sweetest thing. Okay, here we go. Let's do this. So this is their smudge proof mascara. They do have a waterproof as well. I highly recommend everyone has a waterproof mascara in their arsenal in case you're ever going to a funeral, you're going to anywhere you're like, I may cry, I might get wet, I might get sweaty today, but for today, I'm not wearing waterproof, I'm wearing regular. And I just started the base and wiggle upward. Okay. Here we go. Look at that. That's one coat, you guys. And I got a little bit on my lid, so I'm going to show you how I fix that. I'm so sorry. So sorry. All right. Just wiggling at the base. You'll notice after you use this mascara for a little while that your lashes are actually going to be getting longer and stronger. So it extends your lash cycle. Okay, don't forget, if you are shopping, use the code NY24. If you spent more than $40, you can pick a free face product. doing a light coat on those lower lashes. Okay, and I am going to do a second coat. And then here in a minute, I'm gonna fix my lid. I'll show you a little hack for if you ever get mascara on your lid. I am kind of a messy person in life in general. I always tend to drop something, make a mess, do something, whatever. And so, whoops, jinxed myself. And so I'll show you how you fix it. OFIR does have clean ingredients and they fit European standards. So in the United States, there's only a couple of banned ingredients, but in Europe, there's like over 1,400 banned ingredients, and OFIR fits European standards, meaning it is clean makeup that is healthy. It doesn't have carcinogenics in it. It doesn't have carcinogens. It doesn't have like cancer-causing ingredients. It doesn't have like parabens and lead, formaldehyde, like a lot of things that are allowed in the United States that aren't allowed in Europe. And so it is a very clean makeup. And it also has anti-aging and skincare properties. So it is fantastic for your skin and for your body. No, not still on vacation. We're back home. It was just a little tiny trip. So we spent 3 days there and 2 travel days. So, but it was amazing. We had so much fun. Okay, so I'm going to show you how I get this off. And I'm just going to find like a little spoolie. Hopefully. Give me a second. And then that's how I normally get this off. And then we're gonna do a lip. And lastly, we're gonna do like that little highlighter, which is such a good pop there at the end. Oh, where is my spoolie? Friends, where could it be? Oh, I have no idea. But I need it. I desperately need it. Give me just 1 second. I've got a few things to look through. So a spoolie is like the end of I have a toothbrush here. I might use this. Okay. So typically you'd use a spoolie, but it's the same. It's like just a bristle. Anyways. When in trouble, just grab a toothbrush. I'm pretty sure this is pretty clean. Okay, I'm just gonna take this. Welcome to live. Whoops, don't get it in your lashes. All right. It really does work great. Works just the same. Just find whatever you need and flick it off. I'm just using like the tip, if you can tell. I have it tilted. And you just kind of do a gentle flicking motion after it's dried. And then if you accidentally tapped your lashes and got them twisted, wonky, anything like that, you could just brush them back up, probably with your toothbrush if you needed to, but with your finger, you just fan them right back where they needed to go. Anyways, you could do the same for your brows. I mean, don't underestimate, like, a toothbrush is a powerful tool. My grandma used to have a toothbrush actually in her makeup bag when I was little, and it was like makeup colored, just like full of foundation, but really okay, let's do some lips. This is how we do it. And a little bit of our luminizer. Glowy makeup, friends. Okay, so I'm gonna go on the lighter side of this bronzer. I'm just gonna gently touch just in a few spots. Just where it hits the light, right? This is where we're going to get that extra glow. This comes with your bronzer. Also, do you see how huge this thing is? It lasts forever. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm sick. I like tried pulling it together. I did Dayquil. I did those Tusslin pearls. I had some from when I was pregnant with Veda, and my throat used to close up. And I was like, maybe this will help with my cough. And I felt so bad because I'd already canceled for OFIR last week when I was sick. And I was like, I can't cancel again. So I appreciate you guys hanging out with me even when I'm crummy. And I'm so sorry. So let's do, that's our like little bit of a glow. I love that this luminizer is not like stark white. It is a very, especially beginner friendly. There's some luminizers you put on barely any and you look like, I don't know, you just came off the moon. And so this one, I like that it's super buildable, but it just gives you like this perfect glow. So now we're gonna go in with nice little lip liner, and I'm going to get a chapstick as well. I do have chapped lips. Welcome to coming back from the snow. 2 different ways you could do this. There are a lot of people that will do like a coral on their lip for that French makeup look. And I just don't have the confidence today to do that. So they do have a really beautiful coral that I think if you put a little on your finger and dabbed, it would be so pretty, and it would go really well with this apricot. Like, who likes the apricot blush for their eyes? This is the most beautiful blush. I get compliments every time I do my eyes like this. You could also add more brown up here if you wanted, but it is just so natural and easy. But this is the shade Pink Smoothie. Just got a new one in. So exciting when you get a new liner or just a new makeup product in general. I use my makeup until they are like this big and like nothing left in a pan. I mean, I use them until it's like embarrassing. You know, when people are like, oh, can I use some of that? And you're like, sure, but don't judge. I will use it, like get a Q-tip and scrape out lipstick. Like I'm that kind of girl. And so when I get a new one in, I'm like, do you see its beauty? This is what it used to be like. And so excited. Okay, here we go. This is just like a really soft, peachy color. And it's so pretty on. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You can sharpen them. Yes, you just use a regular sharpener. Look how good this goes together. I also love doing the brown eyeliner with this. It's so pretty, like on the edges. Okay, so this is smudge proof, like waterproof, water resistant, like it lasts for a long time. So it washes me out a little bit just like this, but hang on. Hang on, friends. Don't give up on me now. I have, that's the one I just used. I just used it on my trip. It's called Red Clay is what I'm looking for. Red Clay or brown. So if I was really tan, I do love this by itself, but I'm not really tan right now, so obviously. So let me see. Here's brown, and here's red clay. Okay, so yeah. All right. So I love the look of like an ombre, So there's rich brown. All right, and here is red clay, so you can decide which one we like better. Oh, that has to be sharpened. Since you asked about sharpening, you literally here, you just sharpen it in a regular sharpener, just like you would. Ta-da! Okay. And then here is red clay. So I think I'm gonna go in with the red clay today. And I'm gonna put chapstick on over this, and it's gonna make it really movable. Right now when you put it on, it's very matte and it's staying put. But I don't know, I just like the look of like a little more hydrated, and I need it to like move around. I'm so sorry I have to do this and wipe my nose. If not, I'm gonna be like a faucet. Grabbed a toothbrush while I was at it. Okay. So you kind of look like this for a minute, all right? Then you're gonna put on your favorite chapstick. I'm just using like Happy Salve from POMIFERA. It's a hydrating chapstick. And then I just take my finger and blend, and it is like the most beautiful combo. And then you can decide if you want a little more, a little less. You can always add a little darker. Oops. So you can see on its own, it's a little dark, but when you mix it with that pink smoothie, so red clay and pink smoothie are such a pretty combo. Anyways, this is my take on the all kind of a natural light French makeup look from a sick mom to feel like I could go out and no one would even notice. So anyways, do use the code NY24 to get yourself a free product if you spend over $24, or no, it's the new year for 24. So NY24, spend over $40 and you get a free face product. So anyways, love this look. Let me know what you think. And it was the shade Apricot for blush. If you don't get anything else, that's like this lip combo and that blush. Just all their products are just so good. So anyways, happy shopping, happy hanging out with me today. And hopefully I feel better for our next live. Anyways, bye you guys.